Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Steve's Random Stuff. Hey, today I am back out here in Lake Sonoma. It is tournament day, Saturday morning. Sun is coming up. We're getting ready to blast off. Water temperature is down to about 56 degrees this morning on the Garmin's. So it's chilling down. It was about 59.5 last week on Sunday when I was here. So it's getting cold. We're gonna try a few spots on the main lake, and then got a tip from good reliable source that the square bill bite was working last week up in some of the creek. So we're gonna give that a try probably later this morning. But you can see the boats out here behind me. Everybody's getting ready to go. They did clean the ramp off, but it is still really one lane, so it still drops off on that one side, like I reported last week. So just be careful launching. Getting the boats out is going to be a little more challenge. Let's see, show you the lake here. All right, getting ready to launch. Let's go. Yep. All right. Great, thanks. All right, so I'm getting ready to blast off. Got to pick up my partner on the dock here in a minute once he gets back from the parking lot, and we'll talk to you later.
Please wear your safety lanyards, especially if you're by yourself. Main thing is that we have fun. 3 o'clock. Be here, be square. 5 fish limit, draw tournament. Are we ready to go? I think we are. Boat number 1, go ahead. Boat number 2, go ahead.
Breezy.
It's just crazy how low it is.
I know. Like before the low water, I never knew this.
Did you know, has it ever been this low in history or no?
No. Not since they filled the lake. Last year I think was the lowest it's ever been, and then now we're lower than last year. here. Nothing happening. Alright, what's happening? Today is a wrap. It is 3 o'clock. Time for weigh-in. Rough day. Didn't do a midday update because again, nothing to update. But rough day. Didn't have any bites until 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock I was drop shotting 55 feet deep with a Monster Shad Roboworm and got a little bite. Waited a second and then loaded up and set the hook and caught about 1.5 pound fish at 55 feet of water with a drop shot. About 10 minutes later, my partner Drew was yo-yoing an LV 500 down about 50 feet, and a largemouth just inhaled that LV 500 down there on the bottom, all around the bottom, 50 feet of water, and then just yo-yoing it up off the bottom. We each caught one more fish after that, but the second fish we each caught were like 12 inches, so one fish each in the boat. That was it. Sounds like a pretty tough tournament for everybody. One guy said he had 3 smallies. Caught one on a spook, actually, he said, so that sounded interesting. But anyways, we'll get up to weigh in here in a few minutes once we get out of the water. There's a line of trucks up there on the hill, and then see what happens. So check back soon. All right, just give you a little summary of what we did. So we fished the main lake today. First thing, my reliable source said to go up into the creeks to the end and throw a square bill crankbait. So we did that after hit my first spot on the main lake. Up in the creeks is pretty dirty as far as the water goes. The water temperature was a little warmer, about 54, 55 up there. Right now it's 58 degrees. We saw anything from 52, 53, all the way up to, like I said, 58 right now. Nothing warmer than that as far as water temperature. The farther up the lake you go, the dirtier the water gets. So anyways, we went all the way up the creek, fished Brush Creek and Yorty Creek to the end. A lot of bait in there, dirty water, but no bites in there. So we ended up coming back on the main lake later in the day and fished a bunch of spots, no bites, fish rock, fish the trees, fish bare banks, gravel, you name it, we hit everything. Drop shot, shaky heads, Senkos, Texas rigs, rip baits, jigs. I think pretty much everything we had tied on we threw. Ned rigs, but it wasn't until 2 o'clock when we finally got those fish. So yeah, that's Lake Sonoma for you. It's always tough out here, especially with this low water. So we'll check back at weigh-in. All right, what's happening, everybody? Thought I'd wait till I get home and wait for the tournament results to get posted to give you a final update on the Redwood Empire Bass Club tournament. This past weekend at Lake Sonoma, we had a total of 17 anglers fishing. It was again a draw tournament. Out of the 17, we only had 3 limits of 5. And first place, Mike Hill had 10.25 pounds, which included a 4-pound largemouth big fish, and then it dropped all the way down to about 6.5 pounds. And for second and third place, we're in a 6-pound range, and then fourth place had 3 fish for about 4.3 pounds. So tough day overall for everybody. Besides those 3 limits, there was only 2 or 3 fish caught, or 1 fish caught for most of the rest of the field. So Lake Sonoma's been tough on everybody lately, including the week prior for that Billy Boat Club tournament. But it seemed like the lead technique was drop shotting out on the main lake. As I mentioned earlier, we were down 55 feet, but I think other people weren't quite that deep, but it's kind of how it goes out there at Lake Sonoma. Say tough fishing overall. As far as the ramp goes, I did mention that it's kind of, you can pull out or launch 2 boats at a time, but the left side of the ramp away from the dock is pretty much all mud. We pulled my boat out on that side of the ramp at the end of the day, and it was pretty much covered in mud. Guy before me pulled out, had to get four-wheel drive turned on to pull his boat out from that side. So use caution when launching and when pulling your boat out. If you stay close to the dock, you should be okay, but it does drop off on the side, so just be careful. But nothing hazardous at this point. So no rain in the immediate forecast for the lake. Lake continues to drop probably a foot a week, so we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure if they'd ever close the lake or how that ramp is, how far the concrete actually goes, but that's the wrap for the tournament. If you're interested in fishing with the club, check out rebc.net. We do have an open tournament coming up on December 3rd. Again, Lake Sonoma public ramp. So if you're interested, check out the club website or show up the day of. It's $120 all in. And so you can get the entry forms online. You can get the information at some of the local tackle stores as well. We've got flyers posted all around the area. So hope to see you out there. And we'll talk to y'all next time. Take care.